Alright, today we're going to do a hard start test on this truck also. Right now he's disconnecting the negative battery cable so that way we can load test the batteries and see where they're at. Okay, so he's going to load test this battery right now. Now what I did fail to mention to you is on top of every battery it lists their full cranking amps and all that stuff. You're supposed to load test it to half, is that right? You load test this to half. Then you see where he cranks it up to 400 amps. That's an 800 volt cranking amp battery. Okay, so 500 might have been really high. But you take it to the 400 amps, half what the cold cranking amps call for. And on this particular one, the temperature is, oh, it's above 70, so it says the minimum volts is 9.6, so the battery's good on that. Okay, so what's cold crank amps on that battery, Chris? 800. Okay. Okay, and that one also tests good with the temperatures. So what he's doing here, he's going to do a starter draw test on the complete starter. This is the main wire going down to the starter, so it's going to tell you how many total amps it's going to draw. Okay, so what you need to know first before he does this test, you don't want to crank on it more than 15 seconds because then it gets the starter hot, starts melting the internals of the starter. So even when you're trying to start something, 10 to 15 seconds max is the crank you want to do on the starter. Let it cool down. Do the next one. So, go ahead. Nice. About 350 amps on an average on that one. That's a good starter. Now we're going to go ahead and split it off and check each battery to make sure it's pulling the amps out of each battery so it's easy. Typically, the battery closest to the starter will actually draw more amps than the one farthest from the starter. There you have it. Do that, you need to let it run for a little bit. Make sure the glow plug cycle off, voltage comes up. That alternator also does working just fine. Oh, that may not help. Now we're going to check the alternating current. Like I said, if we put on the alternating current in a DC system, that tends to screw everything up. volts of an alternating current.
It still will, but anything over 1, bad deal.
When you check alternating current, all you gotta do is have a digital volt-ohm meter, put it on your AC setting, ground one side, and touch the main big terminal out of the back of the alternator in order for it to read alternating current. Here we're going to go ahead and test the glow plug. Each glow plug draws, 25 amps on the ZD11, but every vehicle is different, so make sure you know what the amperage is for the glow plug or the heat system that you're checking the amperage on. So what we're going to do on this one, we're going to check per side with just one wire right off the relay. So go ahead and check and see what you got to this. That one's about 75 amps, which is probably okay because the engine's hot. When the engine's colder, it'll draw more amperage. And we also individually go down each wire and test it to make sure the amperage is getting there. Even though sometimes a light test doesn't mean they're drawing amps. So he's going to go ahead and check the other side now. So that one's a little higher than the other side, so maybe we do have a bad glow plug on that right-hand side.